Hey guys, I'm Davey Wavy, and we need to talk. I have a really good friend who is a drag queen, and he was explaining to me how hard it is for him to get dates because gay men don't like dating drag queens. And when he said it, I was kind of like, homo say what? Because so much of what we have as a community and as a culture, we literally owe to drag queens. Like, let's be clear, a drag queen is not just a man in a dress. The Stonewall riots, for example, the foundations of our movement for equality, were inspired in part by drag queens. And not to mention the abuse and the slurs, the harassment, the beatings that these queens have experienced at a time when, by the way, most gay men were living in the shadows or in the closet. And these queens were, in their own way, out and proud, pushing our movement and pushing our culture forward. Even today, right, whenever there's a tragedy or cause that needs to be supported, it is almost always a queen who is at the microphone, raising the money, bringing straight people into the fold, and making us laugh. And doing it all, by the way, while looking fabulous and kind of like thumbing their nose at this idea of a gender binary, of what little boys and little girls ought to do and how they should dress and how they should act. Because queens teach us not just to be ourselves, but to love ourselves. And when you think about these next 4 years of Donald Trump, like, who is going to get us through that? It is going to be drag queens. They are the soldiers of the LGBT movement. And so explain to me why my friend, a drag queen, calls me up and says that he can't get a date. Because, and I know it's not just him, I've heard this from other queens. I feel like as gay men, like, we should be throwing ourselves at drag queens. Now, they might not want us, and that's fine, but let them turn us away. Because these drag queens have time and time again shown us who they are and what they're made of. And if you're intimidated because their heels are bigger than your dick, then that is your problem, not theirs, okay? And that just means more queens for the rest of us.